We're back with Would You Rather, guys. Simple question, maybe. I don't know, this might be a tough one for you guys, but the first one I have for you in Would You Rather is, would you rather take over these 3 NHL franchises? They've been very porous, trying to turn them around, make them contenders. Would you take over Buffalo, Calgary, or Winnipeg?
Well,
would you rather take over?
At this point, for me, I'd take Buffalo. I think there's more to work with there. They're set up a little better in the future drafts. Those other 2 teams, while they're in big Canadian markets, in Canadian markets, a lot of intense pressure. Buffalo, you can at least hide behind the football and other things until you get things rolling.
Yeah, I agree with that to a point, but I just like Calgary for the simple fact they have won before. They have got to the Stanley Cup final before, and they won a Stanley Cup before. There is a bit of a winning tradition there. Not saying there's not a winning tradition in Buffalo, but you have to go way back for their winning tradition.
They went to a Cup final back in '99. Yeah. They got robbed by Brett Hall.
Yeah, true enough. But, and then they had great teams with the French Connection and the Fog game against Philadelphia, but that's before your time. Yeah, I'd say Calgary, just because love to see the Red Mile go again.
Now, there's a lot of talk about Kory Sheets. Of course, he was here last week with the Riders in the Grey Cup. Great player. Will he make the NFL? Who knows? But he does have a tryout with the Indianapolis Colts. So does Weston Dressler. NFL, that is. He's got Kansas City. He's actually meeting with them or met with them today. So, out of those 2 guys, who would you rather have back if you were the Riders, if you could only choose one, Kory Sheets or Weston Dressler?
For me, it'd be Kory Sheets. He handles the ball more frequently. He's, he can change the game in a number of ways. Dressler, great receiver. You can get another great receiver.
Yeah, I think receivers are a dime a dozen, unfortunately. I love his spirit. I love his passion. I like what he brings to the field. But at the same time, when Sheets was out of the lineup with Saskatchewan, that offense was totally different. So I think having Sheets back is pretty important.
All right, guys. Thank you for answering. I thought it was going to be a lot harder for you than it was. I should definitely do my homework a little bit more next time. But thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. When we return, we will have more Gloves Are Up.